Oh my goodness, what in the world? Travis, hello. How are you? How's it going, my friend? Hanging out in the
Good.
corner there like a little gremlin? Come on back. What are you doing? Now it's weird. Travis, come on. Don't make it weird. Oh, like so many people in my life, I try to, I try to initiate something. I send a DM. I send a message. And they're like
Not
ghosted,
trying to leave
just
you on red.
dipped,
I'm sorry.
ghosted.
Hello. Hello. We're not
Oh, thank
we're
you
not
for
we're not
coming
here to be.
back.
Hello. Hello.
Travis, come on,
Yeah.
welcome to the party. A little early for you to join.
I know. I
What,
forgot to turn my thing off before the countdown expired.
you
So
know
here I
what?
am.
You forgot to turn your thing off.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I've been told I'm always on. It's like I don't think I'm always on. I think, I know when to say when. Uh, Travis,
Mm-hmm.
I want to. I would love to chop it up with you here, but let me let everybody
Yeah.
know
Do your
what
thing. I'll be.
what they're into, what they
I'll be
got
back,
themselves into.
everybody. Don't worry. I'll
Okay,
be back.
Travis. All right, very good, very good. Um, my friends, my pals, welcome. You're hanging out on Backchannel. My name is Hal Rudnick. This is the Your Pal Hal Show, and 2 hours are in store for you. 2 hours of pop culture, trending topics, goofs, gags, shenanigans, hijinks, buffoonery, tomfoolery, little grab ass, so to speak, figuratively. Just goofing around. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen in the next 2 hours. Uh, like literally anything can happen. Oh no, a bird flew in my room here. Aye! See? Anything can happen. And I'm glad to have you here. I want to thank you for being part of the show. And whatever you're doing, whether you're working from home or playing from home, whether you're day trading or day drinking, if you're still in bed, wake your butt up. There you go. That's for you. And that's also for my friend Stacy. I hope she doesn't get too drowsy today. Always great to have Stacy with us. Folks, 4 out of 5 doctors say that this show is better when you participate. And that fifth doctor who didn't say it, being sued for malpractice. No bueno. So, we're here Monday through Friday, 11 to 1 on the West Coast, 2 to 4 on the East Coast. And the show's better when you get involved. So, there are a couple ways you can do that. One, you can talk to your smart device. Might rhyme with T-Rexa. Say your smart device's name. I'm not going to say it right now because I don't want to turn off the lights in your house by accident or turn the stove on or whatever's connected to your smart device. Say your smart device's name. Use the magic word, say, and then put in anything after that. Smart device, say, I'm losing my shirt in crypto. Crypto is destroying my family. Or smart device, say, I'm sitting at my easel painting a still life and listening to you all the while. Or smart device, say, I am housing a plate of fully loaded nachos. What? Love that. Or you can go to backchannel.tv. Backchannel.tv and click join the chat. Then you and I can just gab all day long. Be a real gab fest. Not to be confused with the right-wing Twitter knockoff Gab. Folks, very excited. Let's see who the heck is hanging out with us in the chat today. Stacy is here, Appreciate you, Stacy. We got Plausible Anteater in the house. Plausible Anteater, appreciate you. We got Vacuum in New York State. Heck yes. You know what? Vacuum, you may be a vacuum, but you don't suck. See what I did there? A little vacuum humor, folks. But by the way, vacuum, make sure you change your bag. Okay, that's a little vacuum. I bought a vacuum when I moved into my old apartment about 15 years ago. I'm still salty about this. I loaned it to my neighbors. They brought it back broken. Never explored it after that. I'll always regret that vacuum. Let's see who else is hanging out with us. We got Simon and Andy. Great to see you, folks. Okay, Simon says he wrote a limerick. Andy McLean says, who still uses vacuums with bags? It's all about that bagless life, dude. You know what? I believe that my wife my wife has helped me step my game up in many ways. I have so much appreciation for just her and what she's done for me and my spirit and me as a person. And one of those things, Andy McLean, she's introduced me to that bagless life. And we've got 2 or 3 vacuums. We've got like a power vac for like real like gross stuff. We've got like a regular carpet vacuum, and then we've got a little dustbuster situation going on. So Andy McLean, I feel you. All right, Simon has a limerick. Now, I don't want any old man from Nantucket shenanigans, Simon. All right, so let's take this. I will read your limerick, but let's keep it. Simon would like a drum roll for his limerick. Of course, I do take requests, especially from my pals. There we go. You got your drum roll. Send it, baby. Let's see this limerick, and I'll drink a little bit of this green juice. There once was a man named Hal, who's known to eat Golden Corral, where the food must be soylent, for he ended up on the toilet. An error in life choices, our pal. Hey man, I can't say no to that chocolate fountain. You know what I mean? Like, how gross must that chocolate fountain be? Like babies dipping their hands in there. Simon, you are Travis, you want to come on in here? Welcome back. Oh, Grass Puddle showing appreciation for that. Travis, you want to pop on in here? What for today only, at least.
Sure.
Shall we name Simon the poet laureate of the Your Pal Hal show?
Yeah, I mean, until someone else usurps him, which is how I imagine poet laureate works as a title.
I like it. Congratulations, Simon, the poet laureate of the Your Pal Hal show. That kind of classes this show up. The fact that, we don't, this show isn't all about picking your nose and belching. We've got a poet laureate. We've got an attorney. Pretty classy operation here. Oh, and it's time to make a wish. It's 11:11. Go ahead and make a wish and take a moment, make a wish. All right. I made my wish. Oh, Travis got down on his knees and prayed on his wish. Maybe.
Yeah, I really needed this one, so I figured might as well ratchet up the, kind of crank up the stakes.
All right. Grass Puddle says he can't compete with that rhyme game. I mean, that was tight. There once was a man named Hal who's known to eat Golden Corral, where the food must be soylent, for he ended up on the toilet. An error in life choices, our pal.
A
Lovely, lovely. All right, so remember, if you make a wish, whether it's on a star, on a birthday candle, in a wishing well, or on 1111, don't tell anyone, otherwise the wish won't come true. Travis, what'd you wish for? Okay, got it, got it. Trouble alert at 10 o'clock, says Stacy. Uh-oh, I hope there's no trouble. Stacy, I wish you, well, this isn't my wish, but I would hope you only have good times ahead, Stacy. Travis, what do you think of this? Do you like seeing the microphone in the picture? Does that give us an air of professionalism? I kind of like it.
Yeah. I think, yeah, it certainly projects an air of quality.
We're broadcasting here. I'm not just
broad-
speaking into the void. I think it legitimizes the broadcast.
Yeah, not podcasting. It's broadcasting.
No.
Yeah.
No. Don't get it twisted.
Don't.
Travis, I got a rhyme for you.
Sure.
The Grizz
Oh boy.
took care of biz.
All right.
And turning the Golden State Warriors into Golden State Worriers.
Ooh, that's really good. That's really, really good. I like that a lot.
The series is... Yeah?
That's much more artful than the other tweet I saw that says Steve Kerr's symptoms have progressed from coughing and sneezing to pooping himself.
Oh, no. That's awful. Steve Kerr has COVID.
Yeah.
So Grass Puddle saying, I need those radio headphones. What are these?
Yeah.
These are legit.
Over ears. Come on.
Like, what are radio headphones? Grass Puddle, I need you to explain it in words or pictures. I don't think we're capable of putting up pictures here, but Grass Puddle, I want to know because I want that professional, that salon quality, that restaurant quality radio broadcaster look as I sit here in a baseball cap and a t-shirt.
In my semi-professional opinion, Grass Puddle is referring to the Sony MDR 7506 quintessential monitoring headphone of studios and radio stations worldwide. And you know what? You know why everybody has them? Because they're available. Nothing special. Nothing special.
What are these? This is Sony, okay?
Yeah.
And these are wireless, so I can walk around my house listening to tunes at night while and not bug my wife, and I don't need to be encumbered by a cord. I'm living in the future. I cut the cord.
Right.
I'm cordless. Listen, I cut that umbilical cord because I've been born, baby.
Cut it myself.
Yeah. Did you know that I came out of my mother, Deborah Rudnick, and I cut my own umbilical cord.
You're like, give me that. Give me that.
Yep.
I'll do it.
I grabbed those scissors from the doctor and snip da dip. Travis. So yeah,
Yes.
you and that Golden State Warriors Memphis Grizzlies series is 3-2. I still think Golden State looks it's going to be tough because is Ja done for the series?
More than likely, he has a bone bruise, which means like, you know, that you're halfway to a fracture at that point. I think
Right.
his series is over. His playoffs seem to be over.
Stacy says you got to wake up early in the morning to get me. Stacy,
Hey,
heck yes. Like Stacy brings it, and we are very lucky to have her participation in the show. Stacy, you rock, if I may say so myself. Apparently, I almost died while being born, choking on my umbilical cord. I think that's why I might be a little touched, says Simon. Simon, well, if you're touched, we're lucky for it. Don't ever change, my friend. Don't ever change. Travis, anything else happening in your world while I take a sip of this nice green smoothie my wife put in the
Mustard?
blender?
Looks like stone ground mustard.
Mm-hmm.
No, just, watched about one half of that game and realized it was a game that existed only in a toilet world for me, and it was going to be
Ha!
masochistic to continue viewing it. So I
Right.
opted out of that and instead got to work cutting together the next episode, which will be up. It could be up later today or early tomorrow, depending on, I guess, preference, of the Binge Boys podcast.
Oh!
Oh.
Binge Boys! Me, Hal Rudnick, and my good friend and one of the most knowledgeable men you will ever one of the most knowledgeable people you will ever listen to talk about entertainment and streaming. Lon Harris. He and I together, we are Binge Boys. We watch the shows so you don't have to, or maybe so you must watch them. Maybe you will be inspired, like, oh, I gotta check that out. We had a big disagreement this week on a show.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah, the show, I love that for you. I love that for you on Showtime, starring Molly Shannon and help me out.
Vanessa Bayer. Vanessa Bayer.
Vanessa Bayer. And I thought it was fantastically funny. I really enjoyed the heck out of this show, even though like it's a little bit repetitive, but the beat they're playing, it's just delightful. Lon got very tired of it. He wasn't with it. So you can hear us really go at each other, talk over each other. And we had some special guests this week, all sorts of fun stuff. So Binge Boys,
with, 2 Christmases there for a second.
Right? Split custody. But our intrepid producer Travis, he is the producer of Binge Boys, and you can find us wherever you get your podcast, brought to you by Starburns Audio. Simon says he watched the first 2 episodes of the Mike Myers show on Netflix. You know what? So did I. I watched it last night, and I didn't hate it as much as everyone says. Maybe I'm just like, because maybe I set my expectations so low. Like, it's not great, and it's so static because half of it is around, they're all around this table, and it's kind of like Mike Myers doing his own riff on the clumps, but I moderately enjoyed it. Simon says first episode was kind of funny, but by the time you start the second one, the toilet humor does get pretty exhausting, and I love my humor, blue, but yeah, blue or brown. The blindfold gag in the first episode with the pilot was pretty funny. Yeah. So, listen, it is kind of tired, and the writing isn't the sharpest, and there's but it's dumb. If you want the dumbest aspects of Austin Powers, essentially, it's go in with low expectations. You might be pleasantly surprised. Again, it's not, I'm not saying it's great, but it's at least watchable. And those ratings it was getting were rendered it unwatchable. But it depends on your tolerance for sophomoric nonsense. It depends on your tolerance for sophomore. It's completely sophomoric. It's so dumb. But there are definitely moments. And Mike Myers, just fun. Doesn't take itself too seriously. Oh, Grass Puddle watched Open Range. I've seen a couple of episodes of Open Range. I enjoyed it to a point. I don't want to get into spoiling it, but there's like a wormhole in the middle of this open field. It's like Yellowstone meets Supernatural, and I don't know if they're balancing the show well enough for me right now, but Josh Brolin plays that character really well. Josh Brolin as a grizzled farmer. I also like Lily Taylor. She's an actor who was in many '90s, not many '90s, great indie actress from the '90s, and I love seeing Lily Taylor. Open Range, not bad. Grass Puddle. Any thoughts that you want to share? I love to hear it. Travis, just while we're shooting the breeze about it, have
Mhm.
you seen anything good lately before we jump into Twitter?
You mean other than RRR? Yeah, a nothing new. I'm still behind on Moon Knight, but a friend of mine was over and reintroduced Garth Marenghi's Dark Place into my life. I hadn't seen him
Oh, so
probably,
good.
yeah, nigh a decade. Like, baby, I love you. I missed you. Where you been?
Yes, I need to go back and because I haven't seen all of it,
Hmm.
and yeah, but I've absolutely enjoyed what I've seen. Uh,
I think you can. The whole thing is on YouTube. I'm pretty sure somewhere.
Gotcha. Oh, and I will, I believe tonight, because my wife is having some girlfriends over for a little gal's din din. I think I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
walk down the street. There, we have a theater like within a 10-minute walk. I think I'm
Hmm.
gonna finally go see Doctor Strange tonight.
Radical. Looking forward to discussing that tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right.
Oh
Grass
my
Puddle
goodness, I
says
forgot. No, there's something
what?
else I saw. I
Oh,
went to lunch with my roommate and we got back and he says, "You got a second?" I'm like, "Oh God, what's he gonna show me?" I spent a fair like 2 hours watching the original series that was cut apart and stitched back together with American actors inserted interstitially to make the Power Rangers original series.
oh, wow.
Yeah, I forget what it was called, but man, I was lied to. That show is way better.
Really?
Yeah. The worst part about
Before
Power
the
Rangers is the
Yeah.
90s kids part, in my opinion, at least at this
Mm-hmm.
point in my life.
Gotcha. Here's a fun fact about me.
Hmm.
I was an extra on the Power Rangers
Really? Never
in
mind, it's my
the
favorite show.
no, like I have no skin in the game on that. Like when you're an extra, it's like especially I remember, I don't remember a lot of my extras gigs. They run
Hmm.
together. Uh, one time I one time I was at the Long Beach Aquarium doing an extras gig, and I
Hmm.
saw the bass guitarist from Van Halen there. That was like, oh,
Cool.
there's that guy.
Michael
But
Anthony.
Michael Anthony, nice, good pull, good pull. And But I remember shooting the Power Rangers, and it was just kind of an abysmal, sad set.
Oh
Like
no.
it was just like some sets like it's like ooh the food is extra good and like this is comfy. This was kind of like bare bones, stripped down, the bare minimum. You know what I mean? On the Power Rangers set. But someone sent me a picture of it, of like they got a screen grab of me. Like I forget who it was. I don't have it currently. Maybe it's might be somewhere on my Instagram. I don't know, but they found a clip of me like reacting to a giant monster or something.
Nice.
The Grass Puddle saying the last couple episodes of open outer range is are solid. Open range. Wait. Yeah, open range.
Outside time.
Uh, Outside time, open range. Could be lost level good or lost level bad. Yeah, it is like a mystery box show like Lost. That's for sure. Like, do I care enough about the reveals? Like, there's a lot going on uh, in on both in the real world and then in the supernatural world. I'm not fully hooked. I'm not fully hooked. And the thing is, I have to watch so much for Binge Boys. Sometimes I'll just watch 2 or 3 episodes and be like, you know what? I normally would, but I ain't got time for that. And I just got to move on. I just got to move on to the next one. So, but Grass Puddle, you're swaying me a little bit. I might go back and dip in. Paul Tutillo says, time to rewatch Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and play that game. If you can spot me in like one episode, good luck to ye. It's the one where they morph. It's the episode where they morph.
Oh, right. That might happen
Very
more
nice.
than once. I don't know.
Not certain, not certain. Alyssa says hi. Alyssa, welcome to the party. Glad to have you here. Thank you for hanging out with us. We got Courtney in California. Court, what up? You folks are hanging out with me, Hal Rudnick. This is the Your Pal Hal Show. Right now, we're going to jump into the Twitterverse and see what's trending. Yes, if you'd like to follow along at home, go to the Twitter website. You know what it is, twitter.com. There you go. All right, first off, let's take a peek at what's happening in Ukraine. The Russian invasion continues. War crimes on behalf of Russia. Terrible situation. UN Council to investigate alleged human rights abuse by Russian troops. The United Nations Human Rights Council passed a resolution in a 33-2 vote. Who are the two that voted against that, by the way? On Thursday, to set up an investigation into allegations of rights abuses by Russian troops in parts of Ukraine after its invasion. The Human Rights Council suspended Russia in April over its alleged abuses in Ukraine. All right, who are the two that, let me guess, North Korea and Iran, or Russia and North Korea, or let me look this up. UN vote on Human Rights Council in Russia. Here we go. All right. UN General Assembly votes to suspend Russia. Suspends Russia. Investigate on to Council to investigate let's see. Can we get this tally? I just want the tally. Can you give me the tally here? Too hard to find. Well, but I bet it was a dastardly country. A country with a real checkered human rights record. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, it just did. Folks, I would like to welcome my mother, Deborah Rudnick, in the house. All right. And there you have it. The UN Council to investigate. Yeah, there are just some horrific behaviors on the part of these troops in Russia's human rights violations. We're talking about executions, sexual assaults, and innumerable crimes are being reported, and it's just a horrific situation continuing in Ukraine. I'd like to welcome Lean Cuckoo to the show. You know what? Thanks for flying in. Thanks for popping out of the clock, Lean Cuckoo. Another story adjacent to what's happening in Ukraine and Russia. Finland is now heavily considering joining NATO. Could you blame them? All right, let's see what this says right here. Joint statement by the President of the Republic and Prime Minister of Finland on Finland's NATO membership. Pardon me. Okay. During this spring, an important discussion on Finland's possible NATO membership has taken place. Time has been needed to let Parliament and the whole society establish their stands on the matter. Time has been needed for close international contacts with NATO and its member countries, as well as with Sweden. We have wanted to give the discussion the space it required. Now that the moment of decision-making is near, we state our equal views. Also, for the information to the parliamentary groups and parties, NATO membership would strengthen Finland's security. As a member of NATO, Finland would strengthen the entire defense alliance. Finland must apply for NATO membership without delay. We hope that the national steps still needed to make this decision will be taken rapidly within the next few days. And that's signed Sauli Niinistö, the President of the Republic of Finland, and Sanna Marin, Prime Minister of Finland. There you go. There you have it. And if Russia has an issue with it, maybe don't go invading sovereign nations. You know what? I wish I could play the guitar, because then I could write a country song called Don't Go Invading Sovereign Nations, Don't Get Drunk and Invade Your Neighbor, Don't Go Invading Sovereign Nations, so on and so forth. Oh boy, yeah, I think, hey, between you and me, here's a little hot take. I think that Putin is getting high on his own supply. I don't even know what that means. All right, but I think that's a great, and that's an important step. And we are in this is the real world. Imagine if this aggression was taking place. This is how close Finland and Russia are to each other. They are neighbors. Imagine you live next door to imagine your neighbor was like a bully who just like beat up everyone who walked by their house. You know what? I would want maybe I would carry mace. I would do something to protect myself. Finland, I support you. I am officially aligning the Pal Hal show with Finland's decision to join NATO. We're here for you, Finland. I teach outside of here. I teach comedy, writing, and performance classes, and there was a woman from Finland in one of my classes, and this was just a couple of months ago. We were talking about the ongoing aggression in Ukraine, and so it's absolutely of concern. So yeah, I had a little window into that world. There you go. Finland, wishing you luck. Folks, let me remind you, you're hanging out with me, Hal Rudnick, on the Your Pal Hal Show, right here on Backchannel. This is the only play on your Echo device where you can listen live and talk live with a host. Okay? And I would love a little back and forth communication. Please join the chat. Do you want to talk to me about Finland? Are you a record producer who's like, oh, Hal, you've got a great voice, and you are that country song that you were talking about. That was great. That was great.
I'm ready.
And yes, all right. Do you want to give it a little go?
Sure, why not?
All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't go invading your sovereign neighbor. Do the rest of the world a favor. Give us something nice to savor. You better watch your naughty behavior. Don't go invading your sovereign neighbor. Don't go invading your sovereign neighbor. Don't go invading your
I can't imagine
sovereign
how this sounds. This is
neighbor.
great.
You've got some talented fingers there, my friend. Nicely done. Nicely done.
19 years. What can I say?
Travis, I shouted out Lean Cuckoo. You didn't hear me tell Lean Cuckoo, like, thank you for popping out of the clock and being here before?
Oh, I did, and then I forgot. Don't listen to me.
Well, listen, Lean Cuckoo, I appreciate you. But yeah, let me know if let me know if there's a chat pops up, a hi or hello.
Gotcha.
Thank you, Travis. I appreciate you. Thought we should mention today is George Carlin's birthday. Oh yeah, a house favorite right here. George Carlin, one of the greats, and just funny and thoughtful. Folks, just once again, I would love for you to join the chat here, by the way. Couple ways you can do that. Get your smart device's attention. Rhymes with T-Rexa. Use the magic word say. Pop in anything after that. Smart device say. Don't go invading your sovereign neighbor. Smart device say. I'm eating a plate of fully loaded nachos. Smart device say. I am exercising. I'm doing my pole dancing class while listening to you. Or go to backchannel.tv and click join the chat. Thanks for being here, everybody. Oh, also Tony Hawk's birthday. Very nice. Skateboarding legend and video game legend Tony Hawk. Let's see what else is trending today, y'all. We got some trending topics. My friend Andy McLean shared this with me this morning, and we've hit a sad milestone. 1 million deaths. 1 million deaths in the United States from COVID-19. 1 million deaths. And let's see what's up in the COVID thread here. All right. COVID-19. So a sad milestone indeed. We've hit 1 million. I'm in California here. COVID-19 news and updates for California. What do we got? Okay. New cases, 2,997. 2,900,449 to date. New deaths, 7. Current hospitalizations, 249. Today's positivity rate, 2.5%. So I guess that doesn't sound too bad right now, but I don't quite know. North Korea registered their first COVID-19 case. North Korea orders nationwide lockdown after reporting first COVID-19 case. North Korea officially announced its first COVID-19 case on Thursday morning. Confirming it is one of the Omicron variant. Leader Kim Jong-un has vowed to overcome the unexpected crisis by implementing a nationwide lockdown as a maximum emergency virus control system. That's frightening. I mean, the fact, like North Korea, you are already like essentially living in a prison state as it is. Like you're already essentially like a prisoner in your own country from the thought police. Like we think cancel culture is a problem, or like no, not me when I say we, but like there are people who are like, oh, you can't say it. You can say whatever you want, okay? You can say whatever you want. Try going to North Korea, all right, pal? Schmucks, ding dongs. Stacy says 97, and that's because people are not wearing their masks. Yep. Stacy knows what I'm talking about. Stacy, stay safe. But yeah, so North Korea. So, and have you seen some of these images from China when they're under lockdown? Like they literally will. They were putting locks outside of doors to keep people inside, and then people would just go out, like lean out their window and bang pots and pans together in protest. It's so if you think your freedoms are infringed upon here because you got to wear a mask because we tried closing down some businesses to keep people safe. Yeah, I would hate to show you what's going on in some other countries. So I'm not saying it's good. No, yeah, no one likes the jobs lost and the and having to be cooped up, but we were in some uncharted waters, folks. Okay, so sad milestone. 1 million people lost to COVID-19. Oh boy. Take out your telescopes. The Milky Way Galaxy. Ever heard of it? It's where we live. It's our galaxy, not to be confused with the Milky Way candy bar, which is one of the worst candy bars, but it is only worsted by Three Musketeers. Not fans of the Three Musketeers candy bar here on the Your Pal Hal show. Just not a delicious candy bar. Just a useless sugar bomb in this broadcaster's opinion. The Milky Way Galaxy, though, I prefer the galaxy to the candy bar. The candy bar I could take or leave. If I never had a Milky Way or a Three Musketeers again in my life, it wouldn't be too soon. Okay? Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. The Milky Way Galaxy, though, has a black hole, and we have pictures of it for the first time. Travis, you want to bring that up? There it is. There it is. Look at that. That is, what is that? Is that the black hole, or is that the Eye of Sauron? That looks like that. I don't go in there. I don't know what's, man. Travis, come on in for a second.
Yes.
Here's a segment of the show called Ask Travis. Travis,
right.
Can you explain to us what a black hole is? What's a black hole?
Well, Hal, a black hole is a black hole is a region of space-time where gravity is so strong that nothing, no particles or even electromagnetic radiation such as light, can escape.
Is there a guy in there?
Yeah, his name's George.
Come on, I'm asking seriously. Is there a person in there?
In the black hole?
Yes.
No, there's not a guy in the black hole.
Okay. Is there magic?
Well, that's actually an interesting proposition because we began to equate, what is the borderline between magic and phenomena of science and nature. But the idea from a black hole, which is a theory of general relativity, predicts that a sufficiently compact mass can deform space-time to form a black hole. The boundary of no escape is called the event horizon. So the idea being that a piece of
I've
something...
heard of an event horizon. That was a movie a few years back.
It was, and it's about black holes. The idea that as something becomes so compressed and compacted, it almost inverts on itself and becomes a uncontrollable garbage disposal of space.
Sounds like my ex-wife.
Nice.
Whoa. Just kidding. I don't have an ex-wife. And I'm sorry to speak about a hypothetical woman like that.
They're most commonly formed by stars collapsing in on themselves. I'm trying to bail you out here.
You know what? Stars collapsing in on themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like the cast of Different Strokes. I don't know. I don't know.
Woo! Any different strokes heads in the house?
Uh, stars collapsing in on themselves. Sounds like the cast of the OC.
We're getting
Better.
closer. Yeah, it's better. It's better.
Okay.
I get that one.
Okay. What
Um,
would do you have one?
Sounds like Kim and Kanye. I mean, that's a little past due at this point. Sounds
Sure.
like
Well, yeah, I mean, no, that was a good one though. I don't think you have to like this is I don't think it has to be 100% like
stars
topical of the
collapsing in
moment.
themselves. Sounds like oh god, what was the old guy that just got kicked off the movie? Oh no.
Frank Langella.
Yeah, sounds like Frank Langella.
I don't know how many people know that reference though. That Frank Langella. I think
Yeah.
Kim and Kanye. I think Kim and Kanye. Kim and Kanye is good. It might be a little played because we've just like Kim and Kanye are the butt of so many jokes. I I think OC or some kind of show where you have like child stars or like
Right.
teenagers who haven't been or maybe reality stars.
Mm-hmm.
Stars collapsing in on themselves sounds like Vanderpump Rules. I don't know, not quite. Scratch
That's
that one. Shout out to Bob and Vincent. Been in a black hole since 1979. Is that the movie Black Hole, the Disney film Black Hole? Maybe. Uh, all right. Uh, Travis,
mm-hmm.
good talk. Good talk.
No problem.
All right. So we have. Oh, let's take a look at this black hole article and just read
Sure.
just a snippet from it, please. A snippet. Uh, the world got a look Thursday at the first wild but fuzzy image of the supermassive black hole at the center of our own Milky Way galaxy. Astronomers, oh, I don't know if the dog's barking, believe nearly all galaxies, including our own, have these giant black holes at their center where light and matter cannot escape, making it extremely hard to get images of them. Uh, Lights get chaotically bent and twisted around by gravity as it gets sucked into the abyss along with superheated gas and dust. Oh, uh, sounds like my trip to the bathroom this morning. The colorized image. Yeah, no wonder I didn't hate the Mike Myers show. The colorized image unveiled Thursday is from the International Consortium behind the Event Horizon Telescope, a collection of 8 synchronized radio telescopes around the world. Previous efforts had found the black hole in the center of our galaxy too jumpy to get a good picture. Yeah, that's me when I'm having an anxiety attack. Yeah, no pictures, I'm a little jumpy. Oh, wow, look at that. Travis, do we have footage? Oh, there we go. Today, in black hole news, a black hole discovered at the center of our universe. Black hole X-ray flare discovery. Whoa! Here comes the sun. Do 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 do. Oh man, look at that action. We got black hole X-ray flare discovery. All right, very nice. Very nice. Thank you for that, Travis. Well done. Well done. That was some. You heard it here first. We are breaking black hole footage. The poet laureate of the Your Pal Hal show, Simon, need an idea of how a black hole works? Imagine Trump around gravy. Gross. All right. In other news, Ezra Miller, The Flash, Fantastic Beasts. Quite a young actor and a troubled individual. Footage came out of Ezra Miller getting arrested, and it really seems unhinged. They were at a bar, and this seems to be one like a or just one in a string of constant calamities that are befalling this individual. They may be instigating themselves. Okay, I'll read this. So they were saying a guy in the bar. So when I use they, Ezra Miller is non-binary, and they use they them pronouns. They were saying that a guy in the bar declared himself a Nazi and was aggressive with Ezra Miller. The guy in the bar is saying that Ezra Miller spit on him, and an altercation ensued. So, but here's the bottom line. Ezra Miller seems to be not well, and mental illness is a serious thing, and it seems like they need to get help. And I also wonder, this is secondary to someone's health and well-being, what I'm about to say. Absolutely secondary, okay, to someone's well-being, because mental illness is absolutely a serious issue, not to be taken lightly. But Ezra Miller is the star of this huge Flash movie coming out. Like, how will that affect the promotion and the release and everything of that film? So it's a sad situation. It's something. It seems to be something very serious afoot here. Stacy in the house says, "Oh, Stacy's feeling a little sleepy. So Stacy, this is for you. Get ready, Stacy." There you go. There you go, Stacy. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you being here. So, yeah, just wishing Ezra Miller well. I hope they get help and get to the root of what's happening here, because it's just, it seems to be one altercation after another. And it's kind of a frightening situation for Ezra Miller. In good news, Travis brought this to my attention. You know, we love love here on the Your Pal Hal show. Super agent, Clutch Sports, LeBron James confidant, Rich Paul, and just a golden-voiced angel, Adele, their relationship is going to the next level. They're moving in together. There's the happy couple. Adele and boyfriend Rich Paul move in together. Adele and boyfriend Rich Paul have taken the next step in their relationship by moving in together. I have not gotten my invitation to the housewarming party yet, but I would love to attend. The couple look ecstatic as they pose on the lawn of a huge mansion in the first snap, and they're both holding house keys in a celebratory pose. Get it. Go get it, you two. Just lovely. I enjoy seeing them sitting courtside at basketball games. The singer, 34, poses next to her sports agent, Beau, 40, in a series of snaps posted to Instagram to celebrate their first year of their relationship. The post was captioned, "Time flies," and also included a series of other sweet snaps of the pair throughout their relationship. Rich was there to support Adele as she performed for her one-night-only concert special, which was televised on CBS. In one of the new snaps, he's kissing her on the lips as she sits down in her stunning Schiaparelli gown. Ooh, I love a stunning Schiaparelli gown. The couple tends to keep their relationship private. However, the star previously opened up on the sweet story of how they met. In an interview with Vogue, Adele said that Paul was always there. I just didn't see him. OMG, you guys. She said, with Paul, I don't feel anxious or nervous or frazzled. It's quite the opposite. It's wild. The last thing, the last thing, the last thing I need is someone who doesn't know where they're at or what they want. I know what I want, and I really know what I don't want. There they are, being healthy and masked up there. Adele, who shares son Angelo, 9, with her ex, Simon Konecki, has had an incredible year after returning to the spotlight with a brand new album titled 30 and revealing her relationship with sports agent Rich Paul, so on and so forth. Congrats, you crazy kids. There she is, looking over the shoulder. Hey, Travis. Hey, Travis.
Yes.
She's looking over her shoulder in that picture, but I really think she has a lot to look forward to.
That's wholesome.
Also trending. Travis, some people are working remotely. Some people are returning to the office. Now, apparently, some of these plans of returning to the office are beginning to unravel.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You're telling me that people are beginning to think twice about not working from the comfort of their home with no commute in the world of stable internet when gas prices are at all-time highs?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying, Travis.
I don't believe it.
Return to office plans are unraveling again. This time it's because workers are rebelling in a tight job market. We've talked about the Great Resignation on the Your Pal Hal show before. It's real. People don't want to be wage slaves. They want to be treated with respect. And once you've seen the other side, or once the genie's out of the bottle, etc., it's hard to go back. Many white-collar workplaces are making similar retreats as their employees stubbornly stick to working from home while struggling with childcare, the grind of commuting, and worries about rising COVID-19 cases. Bosses are wary of taking punitive action against those who aren't following their ambitious so-called RTO, return to office plans, fearing it will backfire in today's tight labor market. That leaves them to reevaluate their carefully crafted strategies and reconsider what is a realistic long-term approach to in-person work. Yeah, can't blame it. Just Travis was like listing the reasonings right there. You're comfortable. You got a long commute. The other way, gas prices. It's kooky. It's very. We're in a brave new world here, folks. Let's see. What do you got there, Travis? What's happening? People like working from home. It's turned out better for like 62% of us. Gee, who would have thought? And responses to how has working from home turned out for you? Hugely better, 20.2%. Substantially better, 22.3%. Better, 19%. About the same, 25.4%. Worse, 6.9%. Substantially worse, 3.3%. Hugely worse, 3%.
It's funny how we were debating on the Twitter poll yesterday.
Travis?
Yesterday we were talking about how to rank like levels of excitement or pleasure or something. This is truly unique. Hugely better and hugely worse. Or I didn't realize we could do that in polls. That's great.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, Sophie just popped up in the stream. Sophie, hello there. Great to have you here. Great to have everybody with us here. So Yeah, this is. I remember the poll and what you're talking about. So yeah, the large majority really leaning towards staying home.
Hmm.
Grass Puddle says weird. Pay people a decent wage and they will work. Yep. Uh, Simon says, I would rather work from home, but I don't want people coming into my apartment to watch me strip. Oh, Simon. Naughty, naughty, naughty,
I wonder if
naughty.
anybody started a Zoom strip club over the pandemic.
They did.
Nice.
There was, because, listen, that's one of the things, I didn't partake, but I saw them in my feed. I never clicked on it. Per
Hmm.
se,
Hmm.
but I absolutely saw it being talked about and advertised. There was someone who was like a minor celebrity or related to a celebrity, like started. I think it was someone like tertiarily related to the hip hop world. Started something called Demon Hours. Demon Hours,
Oh,
where
okay.
and you would you would have dancers and you could tip them via like Cash
Hmm.
App or whatever, and
Hmm.
so when we were all in lockdown, because women, sex workers, strippers, dancers. What are you laughing at? uh, Grass Puddle, no comment, no comment. But these people who are trying, these are their jobs. This is their livelihood. It was cut
Hmm.
off when everything was closed down. When we were
Yeah.
in the worst of lockdown. That's for so many people. Their income was came to a halt. So yeah, that is something that yeah, they brought to the virtual realm.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm not sure how profitable or not that might have been. But yeah,
Wow,
uh,
fast. Thank you for that. That was half a joke, but I'm really glad I heard the answer.
sure, sure.
Yeah,
Uh, Folks, you are hanging out with your Pal Hal show. Travis, let's take a little break after this station ID. What do you think?
I'd love that.
There are a couple ways you can help us out. Subscribe. If you see that subscribe button, hammer it home. Also, you can go to backchannel.tv and leave us a review. Remember, the Your Pal Hal Show is the only play on your smart device, on your Echo, where you can listen live and communicate live with the host. And that's good times. That's good times. Folks, I would love for you to chat with us. I would love for you to communicate with us. Use the magic word say. Get your smart device's attention. Use the magic word say, and you can put in anything after that. Or go to backchannel.tv and click join the chat and or leave us a review. Leave us a review. Stacy really loves the song on the station ID break. So I appreciate that, Stacy. Stacy, I'm dedicating this one to you. We'll be back right after this.
Surely will have found you the amazing thing to see. The project built the wonderful. How can such things be? A little science, a little magic, a little science, a little.
Ooh, yeah, we had some cool vibes coming out of that break. I am Hal Rudnick, and you are tuned in to the Your Pal Hal Show live on Backchannel. Thanks for being here on the Your Pal Hal Show. My mom says those strippers should try knitting with Aunt Selma. Very nice, very nice. Folks, thanks for hanging out with us. We got a couple more trending topics, and then we're going to jump into our Twitter deep dive of the day. The Twitter account that needs a little bit of exploration. So, also trending in the news here. Oh, one more story. Coming out of Texas, the home of Andy McClain, the home of Stacy. Somebody stole a yacht. Took it on a joyride with drugs riding shotgun. I mean, this just sounds like a fun story. Let's see what happened. She has been charged with unauthorized use of a motor vehicle and drug possession. All right, let's scroll through this. Or why don't you, let's click on the article. There we go. Thank you, Travis. Now, this lady, she got in trouble, but not gonna lie, sounds like she knows how to party. All right. Yeah, I'm not saying that we endorse those kind of shenanigans on this show, but I ain't saying we don't. All right. Texas woman takes 52-foot yacht on joyride before arrest by Galveston police. Well, good gosh darn. All right, let's get this. Can you make these words a little bigger? There's a picture of a dock. There's some water. Let's read this article there. There we go. Thank you. A Texas woman was arrested after police said she went for a joyride on a 52-foot yacht in Galveston on Monday morning, May 9th, according to the city's police department. KPRC2 reported the yacht was stolen. The yacht was a Jefferson Monticello named Loyalty. Renee Wagespack from Webster, a town in the Houston area, hopped aboard the boat but then sailed away from its berth. In the 6100 block of Herds Lane and headed out to Offat's Bayou just before noon. The current owners live on the yacht, but they weren't on board when it was taken, according to KVUE. When they returned, their home on the water, wasn't there. The vessel was recently listed for sale for just under $170,000. The United States Coast Guard and the Galveston County Sheriff's Office were requested to locate the craft. Somebody stole my house at around 1 p.m. Imagine walking up to the dock and you're, I'm going to finish reading that, but I want to say, imagine walking up to the dock and you see your house is gone. You know what I'd say? The sheriff's deputies reported that Loyalty had been located, moored to a pier at 7509 Broadway. Wagespack, that's a great last name, Wagespack, 45, was booked to the Galveston. I mean, if your last name is Wagespack, you got two choices. Steal a yacht or die trying. That's it. Wagespack was booked to the Galveston County Jail, according to KPRC2. She had approximately 4 grams of contraband on her. She was subsequently charged with possession of a controlled substance, which, because of the weight of the contraband, is a third-degree felony. What was this? The contraband? The contraband was presumptively identified as methamphetamine, and will be further tested for definitive identification. When in doubt, blame meth. When in doubt, blame meth. Police said in addition to the drug possession charges, Wagespack has been charged with unlawful use of a motor vehicle, which is a state jail felony. There you go. You know, if you take one thing away from this, when in doubt, say it with me, blame meth. There it is. There it is. All right. Those are our trending topics today. Selective Condor in Indiana. Welcome to the show. Glad to have you here. You are tuned into the Your Pal Hal show. 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on the East Coast, 11 to 1 on the West Coast, 1 to 3 in Texas, and in Omaha, Nebraska, the home of the official attorney of the Your Pal Hal show, Rob Schaefer. All right. Now, Travis, bad news. I got another letter. This letter it's written in a German accent. Dear Your Pal Hal, we are very disappointed with you. In talking about luxury cars from around the world, you've neglected to mention the most wonderful car in the known universe. You fool! You nincompoop! You dunkoff! You explored the Twitter accounts belonging to substandard British motor vehicles. Rolls-Royce, Bentley. But you've neglected German engineering. German engineering produces the finest motor cars in the world. If you do not explore the Twitter account of Mercedes-Benz, you will suffer the consequences. Good day, sir. Well, just a veiled threat. Like, I don't even know what are the consequences. But, you know, if we can establish one thing, if one thing has been established on this show, it's I'm a coward that'll fold like a house of cards. Simon praising my skills of my ability to read without looking at the page. You know what? As an actor, you gotta work on these skills in case you have a cold read. You gotta look at the camera while you're reading. Also, Andy McLean saying that I sound like German chocolate fiend Augustus Gloop from Willy Wonka. All right, Travis, let's bring it up. Today's Twitter Deep Dive, we're going to take a look at Mercedes-Benz. There it is. There it is. Oh, there's a lady standing with some glowing rocks and in like a warehouse that is designed to look like the horizon with a Mercedes station wagon. She's either wearing a lab coat or a short trench coat. I can't tell. Nor do I care. Yeah, if she gets too... Simon's saying if she gets too close to those rocks, she'll have the same powers as Captain Marvel. Grass Puddle asking an important question. Who's better, Mercedes or Benz? That's a great question. I don't know. toying with the idea of making that our Twitter poll. But there's the iconic logo that I in the past, like I used to mistake for a peace sign, almost a peace sign, but instead of a peace sign, it's a sign for one of the pricier motor cars in the world. All right, Travis, let's scroll down. Take a look at this. You know the fun fact about why so many celebs buy the Mercedes G-Wagon? Lay it on me, Andy McLean. Welcome to the official Twitter of Mercedes-Benz. Imprint. Something. Don't know what that is. 3.8 million followers. Wow. All right, Mercedes, robust following, that's for sure. 6 further exclusive performance vehicles released to mark Mercedes-AMG's 55th anniversary birthday. Mercedes-AMG is extending the range of Edition 55. Special models released in celebration of 55 years of AMG to include the compact performance models. You know, if we take a look at that, click on that first picture right there, Travis, of the interior. Ooh, you know what? I don't need a new car right now, but I've always romanticized and thought it was just like really cool looking, a red leather interior. There's something that just gets me about that. I don't know. I like it. It gets me going. That red leather interior. Woo! Hot dog. That's just cool. Travis, come on in here a second. If you're not too busy behind the scenes there. Producer Travis, where you at?
Hi.
Travis, what do you think about that red leather interior?
Really cool. Wouldn't want to own it.
Oh, why's that?
Well, I mean, look, I guess if I was in a position to afford that car, I would be at a better station to afford regular detailing work, but just like spill anything and all of a sudden it's like, oh no. The nicer something is, the worse it looks when you get it dirty.
Yeah, but leather is easier to clean than like a fabric interior.
Yeah, but it also got the perforated, so if you spill anything, it gets in the seat cushion itself, and in general, that
Sure.
just seems... Of all the things I want in my life that are nice, the car is the near the bottom of my list. I want something that's fine. This is sick. Would be a lot of fun, but just too much responsibility.
Sure. This just in. We've got a new limerick from the poet laureate of the Your Pal Hal show. I will read this and then get back to Mercedes. There once was a man named Andy who lives in a house made of candy. Being a schlup, he ate it all up. I guess he's just being randy.
Hey. Nice.
Nicely done. Killing it.
Kill him again.
Grass Puddle says red would get old real fast. I don't know. There's just something cool about it. I wouldn't mind like a black or gray car with a red interior. Right now I have a gray car with like a black, and is it black? Yeah, I think a black interior, which is, it's great. I'm very happy, but, Simon says, Hal, can I get oh, behave. There you go. Andy McLean says, since it's over 6,000 pounds, the G-Wagon, it qualifies as a large tax write-off in many states. If a vehicle is over 6,000 pounds, you can write off $25,000 from it. Wow. I did not know that. Andy McLean coming through with the fun fact. Let's jump back in for a little bit more Mercedes-Benz before we move on to other news. That's a slick looking car. All right, let's scroll. Let's scroll. Ooh, that's an accident. The requirement for minimum deformation length in the vehicle stem is modified with the safety strategy in 1994. The new compatibility concept links the required deformation distance to the weight and length of the vehicle. Hashtag Mercedes-Benz. This 85-year-old Silver Arrow was considered the most powerful, impressive, best-sounding, in our opinion, Grand Prix race car until the 80s. Arnold Schwarzenegger is here to talk about the Mercedes-Benz. This is a powerful car. It's a beautiful engine. It's very beautiful. It's very manly. I drive a Hummer and I smoke a cigar in my Hummer. My cigar would fly out of my mouth if I was driving this Silver Arrow race car. Very good. Scrolling, please. Please. Scrolling, please. Please. From our cute baby Benz to consistently electrified drivetrains, experience the almost 40-year success story of our Mercedes-Benz C-Class in just 1 minute. It's not for nothing that our C-Class is our best seller in the passenger car sector. Time flies. Look at the C-Class. Look, it is beautiful, it's gorgeous, it's handsome, it's powerful, it's strong, it's muscular. We can also thank Mercedes-Benz for the first set of anti-lock brakes, says Andy McLean. John McLean. Give me the barrel bonds, John McLean. John McLean. With technology derived directly from the Formula One, the latest generation of the Mercedes AMG C43 Formatic sets the new standards for innovative drive solutions. Yes, we're all about innovative driving solutions. Building on the vehicle sensing technology of the driving assistance package, the Drive Pilot includes additional indispensable sensors for safe, conditionally automated driving according to SAE-Level 3. Potter, Harry Potter, Andy McLean, Detective Andy McLean. All right, you know what? I feel like we've seen enough of Mercedes-Benz bragging about the power of their vehicles. It's very handsomely appointed vehicles. That's for sure. But, at a certain point, I've seen enough. I was very distracted. I preferred doing voices instead. Selective Condor, welcome to the party. Thank you for being here, Selective Condor. Simon says, great joke in the movie Club Dread from is that from the Broken Lizard guys? The serial killer on the island is named Phil Coletti. He kills everybody with a machete, so they call him Machete Phil. Nice. Folks, you are hanging out right here on the Your Pal Hal show. Yesterday, we dug into a list that was sent by my friend Simon. And now we're going to delve right back into that list. Pick up where we left off of the 28 most underrated movies of all time. This is Rex and Reviews. 28 most underrated films of all time. All right. Next up on the list. Do we know what number this is? Are these numbered or just random? All good. Win a Date with Tad Hamilton from 2004. It was a box office bomb, but I honestly can't understand why. It's a rom-com recipe to a T, including, but not limited to, conventionally attractive, small-town girl who is courted by conventionally attractive, rich movie star. Maybe spell check your articles. It's instead of movie star, it says movie stare. I don't like that. How did this go to print with that spelling error, that grammatical error? Q Girl's geeky best friend who realizes he's in love with her. It's a stereotypical and shallow, yes it is, also entertaining and underrated also, yes. So Simon says dreadful film. Yeah, Grass Puddle says, boo, these movies. Got to remember the source. It is Mary Claire. It is from Marie Claire, whatever. If anyone from Marie Claire is watching, please get at us and let us know how to pronounce the name of your magazine. I think it's Marie Claire, Marie Callender's. But yeah, so you're going to have more rom-coms and like some more female-centric films, perhaps. But yeah, the chat is not liking these choices. Speak from 2004. Oh, there's I Spy a Young Kristen Stewart right there. Kristen Stewart gives an underrated emotional performance in Speak. Trigger warning. For us, there's rape, sexual assault in the film. There you go. Speak. Lock from 2014. Lock from 2014. You know, I still haven't seen Lock. Tom Hardy in a car the whole time. It's like he's locked in the car. Right? Listen, saying Tom Hardy is a great actor is the most unoriginal take ever. Am I right? Boo, get out of here with that unoriginal take. But this small movie, if we could scroll, please. But this small movie with a budget of $2 million and a profit of $5 million really showcases just how good he is. Unlike The Dark Knight Rises, you can actually hear what he's saying. You can hear what he's saying in The Dark Knight Rises, you goofs. When Gotham is in ashes, you have my permission to die. His character, you can hear what he's saying, and the premises are really cool. And his character, Ivan Locke, spends pretty much the whole movie in the car, driving somewhere and looking extremely stressed. On the way, he has a number of conversations with his kids, wife, boss, subordinate, and the imaginary ghost of his father in the back seat. Spoiler alert. During this momentous car ride, his life basically falls apart. He gets separated, is fired, and gets some urgent news about the one-night stand he had 7 months ago. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. And Hardy's in a car, driving, acting against voices on a telephone, an empty car, himself, giving the performance of a lifetime. Oh, yeah. And the film was shot in 6 days, with Hardy going through the entire film in a single take every time. Wow. Oh, yeah. Andy McClain saying he covered up his mouth in Dunkirk and Venom 2. Absolutely. I think we pointed that out on Screen Junkies one time with him. Tom Hardy, best mask-wearing actor. There you go. Locke, choice for underrated. Let's keep it going. Empire Records. I remember this from the 90s. This movie opened to terrible reviews, but has since become a cult classic. If you haven't seen it, consider this your wake-up call, centering around one epic day at a record store. Each character brings something different to the table, including incredible catchphrases. Those who are cool still recite in everyday conversation. At least that's what I tell myself, says this the writer of this. Sleeping with Other People, 2015. Alison Brie, Jason Sudeikis. People who complain about a lack of great modern rom-coms simply miss the absolute gem from 2015. All right, there we go. Let's keep going here. Smokin' Aces. You got a little early Ryan Reynolds there. So part of the problem is that the trailer above really mismarketed this film. It was billed as a fun, violent comedy, like The Departed for Vegas. But that's not really what it's about at all. There are parts of it that are funny here, but the plot is much, much darker than that. Underneath all the fast-paced action is a fascinating fictional look at the world of professional killers. The John Wick series arguably owes something to this film. Really? Okay. Plus, it's absolutely packed with famous actors, and then some of them get unceremoniously killed 2 minutes in. It's also the first movie where I sat up and started taking notice of Ryan Reynolds seriously as a dramatic leading man. Very good. Oh, this next one, I feel like this is a properly beloved film. That Thing You Do. A lot of people love this movie. Written and directed and starring Tom Hanks. This fantastic film, yes, I said it 3 times, follows a band as they're propelled to stardom in the 60s. Honestly, not really sure how this didn't get any momentum until much after it debuted, considering all the amazing reviews. 93% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. There you go. That Thing You Do. Oh, here's a movie that I really loved as a kid. I remember this was on cable a bunch. Better Off Dead. John Cusack. Yeah, this is a fun teen comedy classic. Quotable lines abound. I want my $2. Gee, I'm real sorry your mom blew up, Ricky, etc. In this dark comedy about a teen, John Cusack, who has everything going against him, parents who don't care, a girlfriend, ex-girlfriend who dumps him, and a little brother who is way cooler than he is, he plans to die by suicide, but he keeps getting distracted by a scary 30-year-old sounding paperboy and skiing contest against the school bully. There you go. Here's a movie that I'm not familiar with. Max, 2002. Another John Cusack film, and this time with a weird and new take on Hitler and his relationship with a Munich art dealer. No, I'm for real. John Cusack plays Max Rothman, a Jewish art dealer, and Noah Taylor plays young Adolf Hitler. And yeah, interesting. I am not familiar. Shout out to No Name in the chat. Thank you for being here. Yes, we are looking at a list of underrated movies. And I'd like to welcome Jay in Colorado to the party. Y'all are listening to the Your Pal Hal Show. My name is Hal Rudnick. We are here 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. And this is the only play on your Echo device, on your Amazon Echo, where you can listen live and communicate with the hosts. Pretty cool, right? Thanks for being here, everybody. Glad to have you. Please join the chat. You can do that a couple of different ways. You can get your smart device's attention. Use the magic word, say, and then say anything after that. So smart device might rhyme with T-Rexa. Say, get your smart device's attention. Say, and then you can say anything after that. No Name says, are you even looking at the comments? I sure am. We are looking at movies. I'm looking at the comments. We love the comments. And additionally, Simon mentions, what about the I Want My $2 kid, Hal? Well, truth be told, I mentioned earlier that I teach performance, comedy classes, improv classes, and I taught the gentleman who played the I Want My $2 kid in an improv class. If you look it up, the actor's name is Demian Slade. Demian Slade. Very nice. This is about 10 years ago or more. Shout out to Demian Slade. No Name now saying, I'm reading this faster than you. Well, No Name, you may only be 8 years old, but apparently you're a better reader than me. So congratulations. You know what? You are wise beyond your years, and you read at a higher level than I do. So congratulations, No Name. Zach joined the stream. Zach, hello. Zach, thank you for joining us. Hey, Zach, you're hanging out right here on the Your Pal Hal show. Thanks for being with us. Are you snacking on anything this afternoon? Let us know what you're snacking on. No Name, what's the last thing you ate? Or what are you snacking on? Let us know. This is a very snack-friendly show. All right, let's jump back to the list here. In a World. Oh, this is a great flick. Lake Bell, who you might recognize from a few different movies and TV shows. Lake Bell plays a voiceover artist whose dad is like a legendary voiceover artist, and it's about her living in his shadow and trying to emerge from his shadow. But this is a great indie film, In a World, and that's referencing the line in many movie trailers, in a world where all hell has broken loose, etc. Zach saying hello, and we got No Name saying hello to Zach. Very nice, very nice. I love it when the chat becomes friends. What are you snacking on, No Name? What are you snacking on? All right, let's keep going with this list. Sunshine. The sun is dying, and the Earth will too as a result, after a team of astronauts are sent to revive the sun and fail. A new team is sent 7 years later as humankind's last hope. As one YouTube commenter states, a movie that is equal to Interstellar and Gravity, and few people have heard of it. This changes now. Yeah, I've seen Sunshine. Sunshine is great. Let's go from Sunshine to Near Dark, a horror film centering on a farmer's son who ends up traveling with a group of, if you would scroll, please. A group of vampires after a woman is trying to seduce him. The film was directed and written by Catherine Bigelow. Yes, Oscar winner for The Hurt Locker. First female director to win an Oscar. The film is an 80s thriller take on a modern-day Western. Oh, Grass Puddle, not a fan of Sunshine. Simon says, also shout out to In the Mouth of Madness. In my humble opinion, the most underrated horror film of all time. Very good. Thank you, Simon. Appreciate that. Grass Puddle does give the thumbs up to Near Dark. Very good. No Name chiming in. Snacking on Cheetos. I like it. Now, are these regular Cheetos or are they flaming hot? No Name, what are we looking with these movies? These are movies. This list comes from Marie Claire magazine. And these are underrated films. Why are we looking at these movies? Oh, because my friend Simon sent me the list, and we love talking movies. And these are some underrated ones. I am jealous of those Cheetos. I would like some. My mom snacking on black licorice. Black licorice. Very good. Simon saying later we're going to review pies from Marie Callender's. I mean, that sounds utterly delightful. I would love a nice slice of pie right now. I'm not going to lie. I am getting a little hungry. Getting a little hungry. Andy McLean says Sunshine is my favorite movie, the Cillian Murphy one, not this one. Ah, gotcha. All right. Here's a film that I'm not familiar with, Disobedience. Critically appreciated, but barely breaking even on its budget. Disobedience tells the tale of women returning to the Orthodox Jewish community that no longer accepts her for her father's funeral. Oh, interesting. You know, my wife loves, like, she's really gotten into, maybe it's because like we have we have Jewish heritage and we're Jews, and she has really gotten into, there was a Netflix show about Orthodox Judaism called Shtisel. And then there was another show about a woman leaving a Jewish Orthodox community called Unorthodox. I have not delved as deep into those as my wife. I've caught bits and pieces, but yeah, she's into it. Oh, big fan, 2009. I've seen this with Patton Oswalt. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. Patton Oswalt, and I liked it especially because I and my dad as well were really into sports talk radio, and Patton Oswalt's character in this movie was a sports talk radio fanatic. So this moving and poignant film is one you have to see, featuring Patton Oswalt as a super fan who gets brutally beaten when he approaches his favorite player to say hello. The story hinges on the idea of being so supportive of someone who did something so terrible to you. Emotional, heart-wrenching, and a sleeper. It's just hard to watch and even harder to look away. Yeah, I really like this flick. Good stuff. Zach saying just loved this film, I believe. Zach, I appreciate you chiming in. Oh, Kyla. Kyla is our no-name fan. Thank you for being here. Jay says, ooh, to black licorice. Very nice, very nice. I like the snack talk. If you any movies, let me ask everybody this. Is there a movie that you've seen recently that you think is underrated, that not enough people know of, that not enough people appreciate? Anybody hanging out with us, talk to me. What's a movie that you saw that you feel is really underrated? Grass Puddle was impressed by the fan. Yeah, same here. All right, let's go a couple more on this list. Chef from 2014. This is a really good flick. From Jon Favreau, directed and starring Jon Favreau. If you haven't seen this film yet, I'm not really sure what you're waiting for, says the writer here. The story is about a chef who wants to cook good food and thus opens a food truck. Everything about this flick is funny, heartwarming, and all things good. And the fact that it stars Bobby Cannavale, John Leguizamo, Scarlett Johansson, Sofia Vergara, Robert Downey Jr., Amy Sedaris, you get the gist, is just marmalade on the carne asada. That's a chef joke, okay? But yeah, very, very, very great film, excellent cast. And yeah, absolutely a heartwarming, like, little gem. Grass Puddle says thoughts on the movie The Lost Medallion. You know what? Some people that movie should stay lost. I, on the other hand, think it's it's great for for the family and kids of all ages. The Lost Medallion, truth be told, movie I was in. Thank you, Grass Puddle. And one of the joys about being in that movie was I got to spend time with legendary Chinese actor James Hong, who just got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The guy is 93 years old. He's a walking Hollywood history book. And he's also, James Hong, also in Everything Everywhere All at Once. He plays Michelle Yeoh's dad. And just an amazing walking Hollywood history lesson, and a gentleman and class act. Oh, really? Grass Puddle says The Lost Medallion is on Pluto TV. Very nice, very nice. Check out The Lost Medallion. Simon says, I was reading there's like over 700 stars on the Walk of Fame, and only 19 of them are Asians. Yeah, smaller representation for sure. James is an icon. So incredibly happy for him, says Simon. Oh yeah, icon and a gentleman. Jay says, in the movie Dolores Claiborne, do you think she murdered her husband? That's a very good question. And you know what? I'd have to watch it again. Before I answer that. I don't remember it that well. But yeah, I know Kathy Bates gives a tremendous performance in Dolores Claiborne. Great question, Jay. Anyone else have any Dolores Claiborne opinions? Grass Puddle saying, wow, 2 degrees from Michelle Yeoh. If we were playing the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon game, very nice. No Name says, I think Sailor Moon is underrated. Very good, very good. Thanks for the tip. No Name. By the way, if you're not subscribed, please, if you see that subscribe button, Jay in Colorado, Kyla, Zach in Ohio, hit that subscribe button. We love having you here. We have fun every day talking about pop culture, news, and then goofing around. We have gags, shenanigans, goofs, hijinks, all sorts of good stuff. Please hit that subscribe button, because not only will you get alerts of when the show is going live, we're here 5 days a week, but we also are giving out prizes. My name is Hal Rudnick, and this is the Your Pal Hal Show, the Your Pal Hal. So thank you for being here, young and old alike. You're my pals, and I appreciate it. Simon says Piranha 2 is pretty underrated. I have not seen Piranha. What about Piranha 3D? Is that a good one? That 3D Piranha film from a few years ago? Travis, do you have any recommendations for an underrated film? An underrated film, in your opinion, that people sleep on? What's a slept-on film?
Do I have to say it? Do I have to say it again?
You know what? Say it for the folks in the back.
R. 3 R's. That's all you need. All one
tell
needs
them what
in
it
one's
is.
life. It is a Tollywood action film that has not yet made its way to streaming services and may still yet be in a few theaters in the United States, which is a remarkable achievement, seeing as how it was released in late March. It is.
What is Tollywood?
Tollywood is the film industry that is located specifically in South Asia, which is primarily a Telugu-speaking region of India, not to be confused with Bollywood, which is the Indian movie equivalent of Hollywood at large that we normally associate it with.
Very nice. Very nice.
Absolutely everything I've ever wanted out of anything.
All right. This just in. It is National Limerick Day, everyone. National Limerick Day. And Andy McLean coming in with a limerick. Right under the wire, by the way. Andy McLean. I'm very excited. I'm going to read Andy McLean's limerick right now. There was once a man named Simon. He enjoyed the Mariners' runs climbing. He once met Dame Dollar. He shouted him a holler and then watched the Trailblazers go win.
Hey.
Very nice. Very nice. I'm going to read that. I'm going to rhyme it a little better. I'm going to give it one more read because I didn't do Andy justice here. There once was a man named Simon. He enjoyed the Mariners' runs climbing. He once met Dame Dollar. He shouted him a holler and then watched the Blazers go win.
That's this reminds me. There's an Andy Daly character that speaks only in limerick.
Yes.
Where we're approaching that territory of forcing limericks, and I'm a big fan.
Handsomely done. Handsomely done. Kyla says, oh, how do we get prizes? Well, make sure you're subscribed, and then we're going to give out, Travis will come in and let you know when the prizes are going to be given out, and you will know when to do it. And you're going to go to the website, backchannel.tv. Backchannel.tv.
We're going to be giving out another prize tomorrow, I believe, is next up on our doc.
Ooh, another prize tomorrow. So you're going to want to be subscribed. You're going to want to come back. You're going to want to stay active in the chat. Everybody, Zach, Kyla, Jay, so cool to have you here. Thank you for hanging out with us. You know what? Sadly, we've come to the end of our show. I know. Aww. Right? But there's one segment left. There's one segment left. And this segment is Hal improvises a limerick right now. Travis, give me a one-word suggestion.
Bicycle. Sorry, I turned myself off there. Bicycle.
Bicycle. All right.
Oh, real quick.
Okay.
No Name is asking how they subscribe. You're going to find the subscribe button on your Echo Show device in the bottom left corner of the screen. There should be a subscribe button there. That's all you got to do. Tap that and you're in.
Okay. Bicycle. There was a fellow named Mike who liked to ride his bike. He went off a jump and landed with a bump, and now he's not very psyched.
Very good.
Thank you. Now, the rejected segment would have been like 10 minutes of those, but this maybe this should have been like one of these accepted
segments.
Because I kind of did a spot on limerick based on your word, shortened.
Yeah.
You know, bike.
You nailed it.
Thank you. But I'm getting good suggestions from Grass Puddle and Simon as far as rhyming words. There was a fella. I was out riding my bicycle, and the tire popped from an icicle. I came to a skid, and I wish that I hid. I should have been riding a tricycle. There you go. We did it again. Folks, everybody, what a just a 5-star day. I really appreciate everybody hanging out here, talking movies, limericks, and all sorts of good stuff. Thanks for hanging out and having fun with us. Zach says hello to Travis. Travis, do you want to give Zach a quick shout out before we go?
What up, Z?
Nicely done. All right. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Looking forward to talking with you tomorrow. We'll be back 11 a.m. on the West Coast, 2 p.m. on the East Coast, 1 p.m. in Texas and Omaha, Nebraska, the home of the official attorney of the Pal Hal Show, Rob Schaefer. And thanks to everybody at Backchannel. Thank you, producer Travis. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye now.